Halo guys, hari ini aku sama Davin.
Halo.
Kita lagi di Galeri Nasional buat ngunjungin pameran seninya, yaitu
Butet.
Yes, betul. Okay, see you.
Welcome to the National Museum. No, National Gallery. In the front, you got an explanation, a background on the artist, and from what I got from this, the artist is a spiritualist who believes that by writing his name over and over on something, he can imbue it with positive energy and luck, basically. Which is interesting because every single one of his paintings, he repeats his name in them to make the outlines. If you look closely, you can see that he writes his. Hi, Radia. He writes his name over and over again, and when you pull back, you can see the beautiful contrast in it. And there's a lot of variety in it. And what I think is the most interesting one is this. The most interesting one is this, which is a massive statue in the middle of the exhibit. I find this very interesting because this is the only one that does not have any names on it. There's no engravings or anything, which is really interesting. And it's the only full-scale statue in the entire place. Like even these bronze murals, I guess, they still have his name engraved into it. Though I guess it's a lot more vague due to it being a solid structure. The exhibit is very long. I'll walk you through it. On the left, you get to see a lot of the beautiful paintings. Look at that. It's amazing. My personal favorite one is this one. He has simple sketches like the one over there I showed before. He has sculptures like this one and also this one. It's hard to make out, but when you pull back, this is what it spells out. And he even has some tapestry like this, which is, I can't tell specifically, but I think he made this from stitches, which is very interesting. Overall, the concept of him believing that by writing his name on something he can imbue it with good luck and positive energy is really interesting. For example, if you look over here, his works had a lot to do with politics as well. So for example, I think this one's very interesting. There's the name of this painting. So it's obviously about lying. He used his usual style of writing names on the people that is being stomped on by the liar, which is interesting because for me at least, it means that he wants them to have good luck. But at the same time, he does not do the same for the actual politician or the person standing up, which for me at least shows that. And besides that, he also actually colors him in vibrant colors and not just the monochrome that he uses on the other people, which for me at least is very interesting. He also has some other interesting ones such as this. I'm not quite sure what this is called. There's no name tags or anything, but it's interesting nonetheless. He has a lot of abstract ones as well. Look at these. They're amazing. There are also these sculptures as well. They're also made out of nickel and bronze. Do you have anything to say about this place?
Ini keren banget, sumpah semuanya.
Kalau kayak apa ya, the layout itu ada yang menarik gak? Like anything interesting in your opinion?
Menarik kan nih, kalau di sini kan kayak dari besi-besi, kalau ini lebih ke lukisan-lukisan.
Yeah. It's split up in a very interesting way, and especially this one, because this is the specifically politically like focused one. There's a lot of paintings about lying and yeah, and religion and everything like that. Yeah, he has a lot of these. Which is funny because his philosophy is that by writing his name over and over on something, he can give it like positive energy. For the art that I want to review is this one. It's I think the name is flipped on the camera, but it's called Pembohongan Publik. So it's very obviously about it's very obviously about lying, like public lying. Now the thing about the artist with that is that his art is like he likes to indulge into politics and religion in his art. Some of it's like here, which I don't know if you can read, but it says Agamaku, which is very religious. But I think this one is the most interesting because of the main layout. A lot of Buddha's art is either completely monochrome or very colorful, like the one here. Now, this one is interesting because he uses both styles in this one, which is really interesting. Now, Buddha believes that by writing his name on stuff, he can imbue it with like luck or like positive energy, which is why a lot of his pieces has names on his name on it. For example, this one. You can see a lot of writing in calligraphy, which means that he values that one, that he cares about enough that he will write his name on it. Now, this one. This is obviously the politician, the one up here, and these are obviously the people that he's stepping on. Now, the people that he's stepping on does not have his name on it. No, I'm sorry, very bad. The people that he's stepping on has his name on it, which means that he cares about them, but they're in monochromic. At the same time, the politicians on top does not have his name on it, which means that he does not care about the way I interpret this is that he does not care about the politician as much as the people. But at the same time, he also accepts that the politician will always be more charismatic and more willing to lead. That you need to have that spark in you to be able to lead a group of people, which is why I find it very interesting.
Halo Kak, nama aku Juan. Aku mau nanya-nanya dikit boleh? Boleh. Jadi menurut Kakak di sini layout di pameran ini gimana sih?
Oh, kalau dari layoutnya itu nggak dikasih spesifik dari Pak Butet, cuma kita tuh selalu ngasih namanya itu ruang utama yang backgroundnya warna merah itu, terus ruang sayap kanan yang ini, ruang sayap kiri yang sebelah sana lukisan sama patung, terus ruang audiovisual, yang terakhir ruang sayap belakang.
Terus kalau di sini menurut Kakak yang paling menonjol apa gitu yang membedakan dari pameran?
Oh, kalau menurut aku dari pameran-pameran lain tuh ya, kalau pameran-pameran lain itu dia tuh seniman tuh biasanya konsisten dengan style karya-karyanya itu selalu, misalnya dia selalu lukisan. Nah, kalau sedangkan pameran solo exhibition ini dia tuh beda banget karena ngambil semua elemen seni, ada seni kria dari yang kain itu dibordir, terus seni murni dari plat besi, seni grafisnya, terus ada juga DKV-nya yang audiovisual itu, terus seni patungnya, semua dicampur di sini gitu.
Jadi gabungan seni ya. Terus sih Kak, udah sama-sama. Oke, jadi aku dan Davin udah baru saja kita mengunjungi pamerannya, dan menurut kita itu sangat bagus. Di sana juga banyak artnya, nggak cuman lukisan, juga tadi ada kayak kria besi, terus kria patungan, pahat-pahat gitu. Jadi beragam, juga kita juga bisa belajar juga. Ini kan tentang isu sosial dan politik, jadi kita juga belajar juga tentang interpretasi art lainnya selain yang kayak kita bisa lihat. Oke, itu saja dari kita. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih, bagus banget daunnya. Suka.
Oh iya.
Suka banget, suka.
Menarik.
Ya,
thank you.